In this video, guys, I set myself a challenge, and that challenge is to make £1,000 in 30 days. Can I do it? Let's find out. I wanted to set myself a challenge, something just to make a cool video about something rum based and a bit of a challenge. So my challenge is making £1,000 in 30 days. And I know that sounds like I'm going to be, I don't know, people get upset when you start buying and selling flipping bottles. Why? What I get upset about, and I understand what people get upset about, is new releases getting flipped, because all you do is drive the prices up of rums that people haven't even tried yet. So I don't flip new bottles, let me get that clear. I might buy new bottles and not open them, which some people get upset about, but I'm a collector. I don't want everything open. Stuff goes off. If I keep it sealed, it lasts longer. Some stuff I'll open, I'll keep it for years, and then when it's worth £1,000, £2,000, £3,000, I'll open it then, because I know what it cost me. It didn't cost me £3,000 and I can still enjoy it. Other stuff I just want for my collection. But yeah, what I'm going to do here is, I'm not sure how I'm going to go about it yet, but I've set myself a target of £1,000 and a time of 30 days to buy a rum or buy rums and buy and sell in 30 days with an intention of making more than £1,000. I got my eye on something which I do think will make more than £1,000. So it may only be the single purchase, but I'm going to keep my eye on it, see how it goes, and yeah, £1,000 in 30 days. There we go. Rum Hunter challenge number 1. Right, so I've found what I'm hoping to be the bottle of choice for my challenge. So it's a bit more than just a bottle actually, but it's a rum flagon, so a Royal Navy rum flagon. Comes up for auction in a couple of days, so I don't know what it's going to go for. I bought some not too long ago at some very good prices, but I've also seen them go for some crazy prices. So I'm hoping I can get it for a good price. So I'll keep my eye on it. To make £1,000, I've got to get it a pretty good bargain to have a safe £1,000. So got my eyes on some other lots as well. It just depends if I can get them flipped in time to make the money in 30 days. So yeah, watch this space. Next up after this one, we have the rum flagon. So, is it going to be a bargain? Is it going to be a rip-off? Is it going to go crazy? I don't know. All I do know is the weight is maybe slightly light on it. Not much. Seal looks okay. Haven't had confirmed year, but it's good. Here we are then. Show me the rum. Oh, look at that.
It's the flagon of rum. Now, maybe frustratingly, the estimate has been increased by the vendor and is now 900 to 1,000. So I'd really like to start at £900. And I got 900. 900 I bid at 900.
Shall I go 920? Let's stick a 920 in.
It's at 920, creeping up at 920,
Oof,
at
950. Do I want this? That's the question.
950 bid, 980, 1,000, and 50, 1,100. We've got the snowball has started rolling. 1,300, 1,350, 1,450.
Let's go to 1,500.
1,450, 1,500. A couple of very keen people here, clearly. 1,550, 1,600.
That much. Stick one more in.
1,600. 1650. 1650.
Oh, come on! I'm not sure I want it for that.
1650. 1650. You're out in the room at 1650. It's all on. I've all done. Last chance at 1650.
Well, there you go. I won the flagon.
1650.
Boom! I am the winner.
Number 7162. That did well, didn't it? Well done, everyone involved. Lot number 630 is the
well
next
done,
group
everyone
of
involved.
Old alcohol miniatures.
Right, so I have just won the Royal Navy flagon. Obviously, over the moon about that. I think it's a good purchase, it's a good flagon. So hopefully it turns out to be what I expect. And yeah, got to go and get it now. Good times. Right then, people, here we are. Let's turn that music down. I am just setting off. I'm not kitted out for this car recording, by the way, but I'm just setting off to pick up the flagon from an auction house. About a 2-hour journey. Shouldn't be too bad. It's quite early, so I should be there for about 9 o'clock when they open. Let's hope the flagon is what I expect it to be, because let's face it, it could be a load of rubbish. I've not had any decent pictures of the seal, the wax seal on top. So I've had a bit of a picture, but it's not the best. So let's hope that it's something decent. So yeah, let's see if we can make £1,000 in a month from rum. Fingers crossed. Let's go. We currently have no idea what year this thing is from. I was a little bit slow off the mark of getting information on this flagon. I didn't really think I was going to go for it, and then in true Rum Hunter style, at the last minute in the auction, I just decided that I wanted it, and I paid over my intended price for it. I will tell you now, this is the last thing you want to do. If you go to auction, choose a price and stick to it. Do your calculations. Again, back to the auction fees. Always calculate your auction fees before you start bidding. So you need to know every, again, it's all relative to the particular bottle, but every £10, £50, £100, £1,000, whatever it may be, always make sure you know how much that equates to in auction fees, and I mean total auction fees. Another tip for you, bid on the phone. If you can bid on the phone, you've got time and you're prepared for it, ring up the auction house. I'm a strong bidder for this, and can you call me beforehand? They'll ring you, and often you'll save yourself a few percent from internet fees. So yeah, definitely worth setting up a phone bid where you can and see what we've got. Hopefully it's a nice flagon. Looks fair in the picture. There's a few different types of flagons. I've got several flagons now, and I will put up a couple of pictures of the different types. There's a dark brown wicker style flagon, which is like almost like a real twiggy kind of woody style of wicker. That's the most common. They come with and without the red band. I believe the red band is to do with taxation. And then the other type of flagon you have is this kind of pale, it's a pale, smoother, finer wicker. And it's a bit ugly actually. They're not as, I don't know what it is, they're not as rustic looking, a bit too manufactured maybe in the way of visuals. Curious to find out the year of this one, because this will be the first type of flagon I have of this sort. As I may have already told you, this is purely to flip. And to be honest, I think that this could be an easy number just to flip this one bottle. So fingers crossed, make £1,000 in rum. And what do you do with that £1,000? Buy more rum. Yes, we do. We are roughly 1 hour into the journey. I'm always so excited about driving somewhere fun, and then I drive there and I'm like, I'm bored. I don't like driving somewhere, I want to be there. Elon Musk, sort out teleportation. I need to get this done. I'll be home by now drinking the flagon. Still going. We are approximately about 20 minutes to arrival, so yeah, not too bad. I have managed to miss my junction. That was not ideal, so we're going to do it. Oh, I can see the sea. Oh, water. Isn't that amazing? I mean, all we've seen for the last 2 hours is motorway. It's quite exciting to see a bit of sea. I'm actually sure that will be sea. Where are we? Oh, I'm in the wrong lane again, man. Right, left here. Hold tight in the middle. Oh, we've fallen off. Next roundabout. I think we're getting pretty close. This feels like we're kind of nuzzling down to the nitty gritty. Lots of roundabouts, lots of junctions, lots of cars, lots of people, and hopefully lots of flagons. I can buy loads of them. So again, a bit of history on black-topped flagons. You don't know about them. It was given to our Royal Navy sailors back in, well, for hundreds of years, I think 300 years, finishing in 31st of July 1970. That is officially the last consignment black-top day. So yes, it's a sad time. Maybe that's why this flagon might have come from someone down on the south coast who was linked to the Royal Navy, maybe. There seems to be quite a lot of kind of Navy
memorabilia. I've actually bought several, and when I say several, that's a lie. Exceptional amounts of Pusser's flagons, the original 1970s flagons. Royal Navy flagons, stopped it in 1970, given to sailors. Over the years they've reduced the quantity of rum that they gave to their sailors. You can kind of see the logic. How many jobs do you know that give you alcohol to work? I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm just saying, you know what, I think 1970 wasn't that long ago. Well, it's long enough for before I was born. Not that long ago, meaning, could you imagine them coming back from the boat, had plenty of rum, just jumping in their, I don't know, Cinquecento, whatever they drove at the time. I think we're there. Just sort of drove home half cut, so I can see why they stopped it. Right, this is telling me we are here. Oh, we are here. Ah, Bundaberg. Can I park here? I don't know where I need to park. Come on, son, get out my way. This is carnage. There we go. This looks like we could well be in an auction house. Yay! That'll do. Let's go with that. Right, let's go and get it. Right, here we are, Stride and Son. Show me the rum flagon. So this is another file that ended up being corrupt, which is very, very annoying. There was basically a video of me collecting the rum. The auctioneers were bringing it out to me, and I bumped into a chap actually in the queue who had a story about when the whole rum ration came about, and when Black Top Day happened and the last consignment, and it was awesome. He told me all about, he was there for the celebration and everything that went on. And again, I lost the file, so very, very annoying. So instead, I've decided to put up a picture of an old advert to give you an idea what these things were selling for some years back. So yeah, you can see there, pretty cheap. I managed to forget to turn the mic on for this bit, which is slightly ridiculous. Basically me showing you flagon nice and safe in the back of the car. Excuse the dreadful shooting here. And also just to show that I got some really cool paperwork I didn't realise I was getting. Bit of history, some of the original sales documentation. There's a few kind of receipts and invoices and stuff in there, which super cool to have. Not that I've had them before, so quite cool. Some of the quality's not great, but they certainly do the job. So yeah, cool bit of extra I did not expect to get. So we are now on our journey home. It's a lot more boring driving home because we kind of climaxed when you receive that flagon. You've kind of climaxed, and now it's just getting home again. But anyway, I am pleased to have the flagon on board, and it actually looks better than I thought it did, or thought it was going to, from the photos that I saw before purchasing it. Really, really good condition. It's one of the ones which I don't know how much you guys know about the flagons, but I've been investigating these for years now. Not quite as long as Kinder with his 3,000 flagon collection, but it's one of the ones without a date stamp on them, and there's no question over authenticity. It is most definitely authentic. It's in good shape, to be fair. The seal is actually in pretty good shape, so it just doesn't give you a year, which is a shame. I think it could be bottled after 1970. So part of me thinks it might be once they had called the end of the day on the top. They had this big backlog of stock, and one would assume that there was some maybe resting in vats or maybe in production or whatever it may be, and I think that then went through to fill fun flagons. And this is my assumption, but yeah, I think that maybe it's one of the ones that was bottled after the black top. As you probably saw earlier in the video, this flagon cost me £1,650 plus fees. All in all, it was a few pounds short of 2,000. If I'm going to sell it, I'm going to pay a fee of 5%. So if I sell this at £2,100, I then make nothing. So by the time you've got a few listing fees and all the rest of it, insurance to ship it, realistically I need to sell hammer price £2,200 and then above that I start making profit. If I want to make £1,000 profit, then I'm looking for a hammer price of 3,300, whatever it may be. See how it works out. Only a couple of weeks ago we bought another flagon at auction for £600. That is right, £600, and I've now bought this one for £1,600. Again, that one would have come in roughly £750 for the flagon. This one come in 2,000, so that one was exceptionally cheap. I think I'm going to look for another flagon to open. I've had flagon rum, but never had my own one fully open, and it's tasty as hell. It is tasty. So yeah, I would love to have my own flagon open, and what I'd love to be able to do is maybe just bottle it off in some half-litre bottles, which would make 9 half-litre bottles, quick maths. A little giveaway of some original Royal Navy rum. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that one. I'll be curious. I can't imagine you wouldn't be up for it. Another day in the life of a rum hunter.
So we are back in the rum room with the infamous flagon. It's had a long round trip, but it's good to be back here with it. Safe and sound. It's actually in better condition than what I expected, if I'm honest. Yeah, it's in great shape. The photos, I'll put the photos up that I saw from the auction, and it didn't look that great for some reason. But in the flesh, looks pretty good. Generally the wicker's in very good condition. The seal is in great condition. It's not, the seal actually, it says something like southern area on it, and there's no date on it. It looks like it may have been a date. Maybe it's crumbled away because the wax goes quite brittle and it kind of crumbles away. So maybe that's a bit of a shame. But I've just weighed it myself now, and it weighs 8.1 kilograms, which is a good weight for these. The lighter it is, it could obviously be, they'll vary slightly in fill volumes because when they're filled initially they won't all be exactly the same. But the heavier they are, the better they are, because there's more chance that it's full strength as it was intended, and also there's more of it, so can't be a bad thing at all. So the rum flagon is home, and this is what I hope to be, making £1,000 in 30 days. Let's go. So very frustratingly, I had a cool little video to show you at this point of me packing it up and sending it off, but the file corrupt. So I lost quite a few things actually from making this video. So there's a few sections missing, but hopefully you can forgive me. So this is basically now where we've sent it off to auction and it goes live at auction. Right, so I've just logged on to Rum Auctioneer, went live yesterday. Today is Saturday, June auction. The flagon, as you can see, top right hand corner, looks like it's made some good money. Let's click on that. So the flagon, 975. So we only just gone live yesterday. Currently on 975. That's awesome. So cost me 2,000 round figures, and it's currently on 1,000. So we're halfway there to break even. So fingers crossed, we'll make some good money. Another week to go, I think, but got some good time. So it's Saturday before the auction ends on Monday, I believe, the 14th of June, yes. And we've got, I think, 1,800 on the flagon. Yeah, 1,800 there on the flagon. So it's doing okay, little by little. This is a really awkward position to do this. There we go. 1,800, 21 bids. Hopefully goes well. Right, so tonight is in fact the end of the auction, so yeah, it's kind of judgment day. So I'm not sure why I didn't do it on my browser before, and I did it on my phone last time. It looks much better like this. So here we have, as you can see, top 5 bottles of this auction. I am there, number 5. Not too bad going. Obviously some wonderful other things up there, but 3 flagons all at the top, varying from 3,400 to 3,000 so far. Not entirely sure why mine's the lowest. Maybe it's back to what I said earlier about the kind of style of wicker not being as desirable, maybe. I don't know. But I'm not going to grumble at that. It's still a good number so far, and hopefully we get a bit more. Let's have a little look.
So yeah, so that one 3,400. This is the type, looks like my other flagons. It's more of a woody, twiggy kind of style. The wax seal here is very, very red. I'd say that isn't what I would see as the usual looking kind of wicker, the usual kind of wax, but the wicker is in great shape, looks nice, has the red band, which again I think has to do with the taxation, but that seal is in very, very good condition. But I have to say I've not seen one as red as that. Whether that's because it's in very good condition and not sun damaged, I don't know, but yeah, it's going for good money. I'd like to think I can make 3,400 on mine. This one also similar style of that kind of more twiggy brown, a darker wicker with the red band again. But look at that wax seal is, oh man, I don't know why people are bidding higher on this one than mine. This is, to me, I'd have question over the quality. I would like to know the weight of that flagon and how much it's held in it. Here, mine does look really good, you know. I really like the look of that. It looks tidy, but again, it's that pale kind of, it's a pale wicker that some people just don't like. But £3,000, happy with that. So yeah, I'd like to think I'll get a little bit more out of this, but again, like that is the colour of what I see as the original Navy flagon kind of wicker, Navy flagon wax. It's kind of like a slightly kind of dull red maroony colour. Very good shape, a little bit of crumbling around the edge, but the biggest thing I think might be causing my figures to be low is the numbers are missing. It does go crumbly, the numbers may have just come off, so a little bit frustrating. That may have made some more money. Right, here we are. It's now the end of the auction. As you can see, we didn't actually go up anymore after that last little moment of £3,000 we were on. It just stayed there and sort of sat the auction out at 3,000. I'd hoped it makes some more, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. I think this has been generally a good outcome of my purchase. So yeah, I just thought that we were doing better than that. But still, I don't think we've quite made our £1,000. I'm going to calculate it. But yeah, flagon sold.
Right, there we have it. We have sold the rum flagon, and how much did we make? So, if you don't take into account the fees that we have to pay, I made £1,350 between buying at $1,650 and selling at $3,000. The obvious thing there is fees are involved, and that's something I always try to stress to people when buying at auction. It's so easy to get caught up in the fees. So I think the final price, I have it written down here, was £813.60. That is how much profit we made in exactly 30 days. So unfortunately it wasn't £1,000 like I hoped, but you know, £813 from one sale of rum, not too bad. So yeah, there you go guys. There is money to be made out of rum, so give it a go and let me know what bargains you get and how much you make. So thanks again for watching guys, honestly do appreciate it, and if you've liked what you've seen today, please do like the video, as well as if you haven't already, do subscribe. Until next time, peace out.
Coming up in future episodes of Day of Rum Hunter, which glass to drink your rum from? Bellier VSGB bottlings. Import tax when buying bottles abroad.